Morning, everybody.
Morning.
Yeah, we've had a cooked breakfast this morning, haven't we, darling?
Yeah.
Yeah, glad the guy in the massive camper's gone with his dogs. Barked and barked, and they went out and left these dogs, and they just never stopped barking, did the Pat?
No. No, they were right.
Oops, I am open. It's a bit dark now. I always forget, don't I?
Oh, there's another caravan here.
I know, another caravan arrived.
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, we were watching Many Happy Days. Yeah, going on with the van build. We didn't go out yesterday.
No.
The wind was
Real bad.
really bad, so we never went out. Other people go out.
Oh yeah, they went out next door. I think they must have caught a bus.
Yeah. But we never. Yeah, so we haven't done. Well, we never do a
It's
lot.
only got to blow a little bit and
Pat don't like the wind.
no. Gets in my ears and gives me earache. That's why I wear earmuffs. And that's...
I thought it was just to make you look pretty, darling.
You keep on believing that, darling.
Keep on believing. Okay. That's not difficult. So a couple of things, aren't there?
What were that?
One was the when we get back, Pat says that we were leapfrogging at Tracy's Wi-Fi, and you all, well, quite a lot of you told us that she meant piggybacking, not leapfrogging.
Yeah. Thank you.
And yeah, I knew there was another expression I couldn't remember.
Couldn't think of it.
No.
No.
I know. Yeah, that's what we do. We do piggyback on our Wi-Fi, don't we?
Yeah. You do.
What was the? Oh, it comes into my head and goes straight back out again.
I said write it down. Right, to do with what someone said.
Yeah. Oh God, I don't know. My head. It's been a bit busy, this site.
Yeah, this time. Usually we're on our way.
Maybe one more.
One more, maybe.
Yeah.
Got a camper van at the side of us and 2 caravans behind us now. The big motorhome's gone.
Yeah.
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 That was a bit strange. I think it was a mum and dad and maybe a son and daughter-in-law that came, and they had dogs, didn't they?
Yeah. Yeah. And they never shut up.
The dogs.
Yeah.
Not last night when they must have all gone out. And
yeah.
These, well, one particular, I think it was big and maybe cocker spaniel-y type thing that were barking. It didn't like being left alone, I don't think.
Never stopped.
We didn't eat cows though last night, did we?
No.
Well, so once they'd come back, we slept all right, didn't we? Well, just while we were watching telly, and after a certain amount of time, it gets on your nerves, those dogs
Yeah.
barking, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. That's it, yeah. Hell is other people.
That's why we got tiny sites.
Uh,
Oh dear.
we like being on the zone, but I mean, we're going into the Lion's Den in March if we like being on the zone, because we're on a...
Yeah, that hour. Do you know, we're thinking that. I'm thinking we're going to be with a load of people then, because it's all packed out, isn't it?
Well, didn't you think of that?
No.
You didn't?
No.
You never thought of that?
No.
Oh, brilliant.
Not once. We'll survive.
For 6 weeks?
We'll survive. We've got to move out, haven't we, after 28 days and go somewhere else and then come back.
Only for 2 days.
To be up there's somewhere for us to go.
Oh, God.
I love Tom.
Oh, this is what you've got. She were all full of it.
Oh,
yeah, bucket, yeah. I would, once again, I had my doubts about it, but no, now she's backing off. What's this thing doing?
It's jiggling.
Well, we shall have to see, won't we?
Right, have you thought of what you were going to say?
I don't know.
No.
I can't remember. I know a subscriber came and said that they were from Victoria in Australia.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Is that right, Victoria?
Yeah, I think so.
The watchers, someone in Victoria.
Or what it... Yeah, well, it's something else and you got it mixed up with Victoria, I don't know. No.
And a couple in Cyprus, who live in Cyprus, are thinking of coming back to Blighty and living in a motorhome like us.
Oh.
Said we've inspired them.
Oh.
Can you imagine us inspiring
Anybody.
Does this inspire you? You've noticed there's no cup.
No coffee cups this morning.
No
we
coffee
finished it before we started.
That thing I did, it was all because a subscriber says, why is your coffee cup always half full? I mean, it never occurred to me or anything. My coffee cup were up behind me, half full every time I did the video.
Because he starts it before he's finished.
Yeah, I just have a swig out of it and then I start the video and then finish.
That is his second cup. He's already had one.
I've had 2 cups. We always have two cups of coffee on a morning. Only small cups.
Yeah,
but we have 2.
That little percolator does 4 cups of coffee.
Precisely that percolator there does. Can you see it on top of there? It does precisely 4 cups. Okay, it's wiggled. Well, it's gone wiggly again. Anyway, because of that, because this subscriber had said that, I thought, all right, I'm gonna. So I kept turning it off and supping it as I made the video. So that's what the little thing was. Some of you won't have understood that, because especially if you just knew. And a subscriber asked, said, why don't we tow a car? And I told her we were poverty stricken. Just go out and buy a car, tax it, insure it, MOT it, service it, find somewhere to put it. I said, no problem.
Put petrol in.
Put diesel in it, petrol in it. You know, we're living on a shoestring here, you know. Oh, yeah. So no way. Sorry, that is not an option. And I'd get a push bike if I thought Pat can't ride a bike.
But you could.
I could, yeah. Yeah, but then going off on my own and leaving you.
You go off for walks, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
And if we're near somewhere, you'll go and pick
Anyway,
some stuff up.
If everybody who drives has the same attitude as me towards people on bikes, I don't think I want to go on a bike. I call them mobile chicanes.
Oh, you're at it again.
So yeah, there's lots of alternatives, but none of them seem to quite fit us.
No.
Our circumstances.
No. We even thought about a motorbike, didn't we? To put on
one of these scooter type things. We thought about that. Went into that. Yeah.
I'm not very good with things like that.
When I had the motorbike and sidecar, she won't ride up back.
No, not on back at bike.
She'd only ride it chair. Yeah. But we inspire people. Us. Blimey.
I like the motorbike and sidecar. It was just you couldn't talk to each other, could you? Because in them days you didn't have these fancy helmets that have got microphones and things, so you were a bit
Once again, we didn't have anywhere to put it.
No, it had to stay out on the street.
We kept it on the pavement outside the shop. People kept putting rubbish in it.
Yeah.
Interfering with it. People kept messing with it. Yeah, it's...
Eventually you dismantled it and took it round steps into the basement, didn't you?
Yeah. I don't think
and
we
got
ever...
a little mini that well.
We never... I sold it and we got that silly mini.
The one that splashed the water from back to front.
Had its own indoor swimming pool. Yeah, it leaked like that.
Tracy still remembers it.
Used to swish from front to back when you were driving. It water.
Yeah. Don't know how it got in. But it did.
We always had bangers, didn't we?
Yeah.
We never had decent cars at all.
No.
I once had an Austin Ambassador and it didn't have power steering. And we went on away with my mum and dad for about 4 days, I think. And my dad, he were on mobility and he had a new car on mobility and I did most of the driving. And when I got back in this Ambassador of mine, I could hardly steer it. Because it didn't have any power steering, it was like a tank. Do you remember Austin Ambassadors?
We had two, didn't we? Didn't we have?
We had the Princess that had power steering, did the Princess. Yeah. I always thought it were a very posh car, that.
Yeah. We used to have a certain amount of money. I think it were about 2,000, wasn't it?
To buy a car.
We'd just say to the mechanic when we were ready for a new one, whatever you can get for £2,000.
Yeah.
At auction or wherever he got them from. And he always found us something, didn't he?
He always found us a car.
I mean...
but it didn't matter what it was. I just said, 2,000 quid, David. Don't matter what it is as long as you're happy with it. And he always found us a car. And I kept them 4 years. And then...
do the same again.
Do the same again.
And he looked after them, didn't he?
He serviced them.
I
used to have them serviced 4 times a year then. Whew.
Yeah.
Well, I did a lot of mileage though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because everything was spread out, wasn't it, in Lincolnshire?
Oh yeah,
and
right in the sticks. Yeah. But it were lovely. Sometimes I'd go drive to a customer and never see another car. Amazing. Oh, lovely. But it got busier, did Lincolnshire, over the... We were there 30 odd years, weren't we? Yeah. It was the cheapest place, apart from Wales, it was the cheapest place in England to live, was Lincolnshire then, in the 80s.
Yeah.
but it's sort of evened up a bit. Hi.
Oh, well. Have you thought of what you were going to say?
Oh no, it was probably in there somewhere
Knocking
in that
about.
lot. I didn't make any videos yesterday.
Oh, we never went anywhere.
There were not a video.
We only had stir-fry noodles for tea, so
you don't want to
be
we don't want to be videoing
meals every day, do you?
Videoing food videos every day.
No.
No, blokes will be legging it. They're all like me, because I'm not interested in cooking.
No.
But we are on holiday, are we, you see?
No.
We live.
Yeah, it's not a holiday.
We live in the van. So we don't do an awful lot. We live on a budget, we live on us money, but in a van. So whereas like those happy days, they charge about all over the place, their life is just full of things. You go from one thing to another.
Yeah.
I mean, we've done all them things. We've partied.
Oh, aye.
We used to have crazy parties when we ran the gallery. There was...
Yeah, but even when we lived in Butts, we had
Aye,
parties.
we did have parties.
After we'd been to pub. I mean, when you're working all week, you only go out at weekend, don't you?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when we went to pub, because they used to shut early, didn't they then? What it is?
11.
11,
Yeah.
it? Oh, right, 11. We'd go around to people we knew and say, do you want to come to a party? We'll have 50p and...
I used to go around the pub and ask them, do you want to go to a party? 50p. So they give me 50p, and I used to buy booze from behind the bar, buy the beer, because there were no shops open by then, and take it back with us. And people that we'd never met had come.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes. Yeah, that's what we used to.
We used to, in attic, we'd padded it all out with egg boxes. You know these big ones that you get.
Egg trays. Egg trays.
Yeah, put all them on wall to deaden sound and
fur
coats.
Fur coats that I'd cut up.
We had record player up
and
there.
there was always a...
Oh, Trevor, let's do.
I was Puritan Pat. Never. Never indulged.
We used to get crisps. I used to buy crisps in and loaves of bread, and we make potted meat sandwiches and stuff like that, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Just to nibble on while we were drinking and dancing.
Yeah.
Up there.
Oh yeah, there were always... We had good parties, and always plenty of food, and...
Yeah. Rather naughty, really, because our neighbours at back of us had 2 small children.
We were cruel.
Yeah.
When I look back, it was cruel, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And you see, you don't think
you don't think when you're young, about that, things like that.
No.
I mean, we didn't have Tracy then, we were.
No. Really?
No.
Did we stop when we had Tracy? I didn't. No, okay.
I don't know whether she went to my grandma's for the weekend. She might have done, because she spent a lot of time down there, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
I used to work at a bingo place, calling numbers and checking tickets and selling tickets.
You used to like it, didn't you?
I loved it, yeah. So, and it was right near my grandma's, so I'd drop our Tracy off, and then at about 1:45, and then at 2 o'clock I'd go across to bingo. We're an old cinema, Crown, and I'd be there a couple of hours, and then I'd go back and pick her up at 4 o'clock. It were a bit of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. You worked in two places like that, because you worked in a place called Pleasure Drome.
Yeah, yeah.
And
that was later.
And you worked in behind the counter for a bit, didn't you? Serving food.
I did
and
food
cooking
there.
chips and
Yeah.
chip butties for people and that.
Yeah, putting pies in and...
You started out cleaning.
Did I?
There, I think.
No, it was the other way around. I started out behind cafe, and then when cleaner left, I said, well, I'll do it. Come in a bit earlier and do it. So I had 2 jobs in there.
You could do everything, couldn't you, darling?
Well, I were always a bit dubious with cafe bit. Because as you know, I'm not very good.
They all hated their husbands, didn't they? All the women.
No, well, I don't know. They might still be with us.
She's been very diplomatic, ain't you, darling?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think they'd be likely to be watching Ozone on it? YouTube video?
No, I think they were older than us anyway. Older than me.
Yeah, I think they were.
Yeah, apart from one of them that joined me. Aye. So that's adventures.
Yeah, we have done
different things.
We have done things, haven't we?
Yeah.
We don't do a lot now. That's why I'm surprised that we could inspire anybody.
I used to work in an old people's home.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, that were good.
You enjoyed that?
Apart from
other
staff,
other members of staff.
One member of staff that didn't like me. But that were interesting. Until I went in one day and I got my wage and half of it were missing. And I said, what's going on here? She said, well, there's some dispute with your husband with the Inland Revenue, I think, or something.
Yeah.
And until it's settled, they're taking it out of your wage. I says, well, there's no way I'm working for this. I mean, I used to sweat my cobs off. It was that hot in nursing home.
You used to pong.
Oh, yeah, when I come home. It'd say, oh, go get changed. Because I used to fall asleep then when I came in, you see. Because I was that tired. So I said to Trevor, well, I'm not working for £28 a week. They've had that. They cut it down to...
So you left?
What, 13 or something? I don't know, well, they were taking half, weren't they?
It sounds unbelievable, don't it, that could happen?
Yeah.
That they'd take it from you, my tax from you.
Yeah. I know, it was weird.
Well, when we had that dispute
over at Gallery
and all that, and
milk around,
and the guy Dick from the Citizens Advice Bureau sorted it out, didn't he?
Yeah.
And while I were at college, I had to
pay it back.
I was paying £80 a month tax out of my grant back. Yeah.
Yep. So that's a little bit about my
this is
career.
The Pat Show, the Pretty Pat Show. That's what I'll call it. This video, the Pretty Pat Show.
Yeah. Anyway, I've heard enough.
She don't like being at the front normally, no. Likes being in the background, don't you, Pat?
Yeah.
Shall we say bye-bye then?
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.